Dan, or some days you just don't fish.
Like her already.
Yes, yeah, damn right. Thursday is a little hectic. It's good. Yep. She's good.
She called.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't know what to do when we found out about the golf course. Just so we're all aware of what's going on. Oh my God.
10 minutes left in the first period.
Doing first period, oh my God.
They changed the line. I think they were telling them to change the lineup, so.
Teacher of the year dinner or something.
He's gonna teach her dinner, but he's gonna go be a little bit later.
Okay, I'd like to call the regularly scheduled meeting of mayor and council for Monday, May 4th to order and ask everyone to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
Under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
order of Jerusalem.
Okay, first on the agenda is minutes approval, which is before us in printed form.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Sherman, seconded by Mr. Blythe. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda is the treasurer's report, which is again before us in printed form. Moved by Mr. Orr, seconded by
Second.
Mr. Blythe. Questions on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda is bills payable, which this month total $2,885,385.26.
I make a motion to pay the bills when the funds become available.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Royston, seconded by Mr. Blythe, to pay the bills as funds become available. Questions on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda is the police report. Chief Dexter.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, Middletown community members. This is the police report for May 2026. During the previous month, we responded to approximately 1,230 calls for service. A quick recap of some significant events. We had on the 13th, officers responded for a burglary at Elena Forest. Unknown suspect had entered the business by shattering a glass door and removed property once inside. If you have any information, it's still being investigated by Middletown detectives. Please contact us. You can remain anonymous if you choose. We had a reckless endangering, Ashland and Gibbs Drive. That's in the area of the basketball courts park there on the 31st at 7:45 p.m. An unknown suspect discharged a firearm in the area of Ashland Street, which caused a vehicle collision. The occupants of one of the vehicles involved fled on foot, and there were witnesses entering a Honda, which fled on scene. Again, if you have any additional information, we still are investigating individuals with that offense. We had a theft of a motor vehicle on Mill Branch on the 1st. During the overnight hours, the victim reported that an unknown suspect had forcibly entered their 2017 Suburban by shattering the window and driving off with the vehicle. The vehicle still is outstanding. We had a drug and weapons offense on North Lake Street Apartments on the 12th at 9:25 p.m. Officers responded to the parking area regarding a suspicious vehicle persons complaint. 2 subjects were observed and parked in a vehicle and sleeping. The officers observed a handgun on the floor of the passenger side in plain view. The subjects were identified as Xavier Blocklick and Tavar Moyer Solomon. Both were taken in custody. Officers seized a 9mm Taurus handgun, marijuana, and various prescription pills. Moyer Solomon was charged with the possession of marijuana and a firearm, given a $5,000 secured bond. Block was charged with possession of prescription drugs without a prescription and released on an unsecured $300 bond. There was nothing significant in 3 and 4 districts of last month. Just a quick overview of some of the dispositions for the month. There were 265 traffic summonses, 2 DUIs, 164 criminal charges, 6 were felonies, 149 were misdemeanors, We had 143 warnings, and we wrote 287 reports. Quick breakout of our distribution of complaints. We had 172 in one district, 125 over in two, 83 in three, and 60 in four. Just a note, we will not be able to produce these reports anymore with the breakout of the districts. The state's discontinuing that program, so unfortunately, we're going to have to make some modifications going forward with that. Support Services was active last month. They were, had community meetings with stakeholders, met with some nonprofits. We had a recruitment event, including one of which was how to succeed in being successful to be a police officer. So from being in the process to younger applicants who may think they want to be a police officer, to avoid them from making some mistakes that potentially could disqualify them by state statutes. And we also participated with Special Olympics. And we also had Police Day with St. Anne's School with us and the state police, which was a really nice event with the students there. So there's a couple quick pictures of some of that stuff that we did last month. And then, again, speeding and stop signs continue to be an issue. Please slow down. As you can see, we are doing enforcement. That's your warning, I guess, for lack of a better word. And then, again, collisions, the ongoing problem, like every other month, is operators being inattentive. So please, don't look at your phone. Don't be distracted by other things. It's the #1 cause month after month for car accidents. So if you could do a little better job with that, we'd certainly appreciate it. And that concludes the police report, sir.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to accept Chief Texter's police report.
Second?
Moved by Mr. Thomas, seconded by Mr. Royston. Question on the motion?
Chief, any numbers from the drug take-back day a couple Saturdays ago? Pounds per?
Don't have how many pounds, but it was a pretty successful day, considering the weather, of course, was not real great that day. So we still had a nice turnout with the number of pounds that we collected of both prescription drugs and needles and other sharps items like that.
Okay. Any other questions of Chief Texter? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank
Thanks,
you.
sir.
Next on the agenda is Middletown Main Street update. Kate Rokas.
Good evening. We do have our community yard sale happening this Saturday, out from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we encourage everyone to come out, drive around, see what's out there, maybe put out your own yard sale. We have quite a few people who are going to be setting up in front of our office at 216 North Broad Street. So we invite you to come out and see what's happening there. So hopefully that should be a lot of fun. We also have tickets for sale now for our charcuterie crawl on June 4th, in which we are bringing wineries to Middletown. So we're bringing 4 wineries to Middletown, to Main Street, with the charcuterie course at 6 different stops. Tickets are available on our website, downtownmiddletownde.com. They also come with a beer, wine, or mocktail tasting at each stop, too. So tickets are selling well for that. We still have a few left. Also, what do we have? The Family Fun Fest we're working on right now, too. That will be July 18th in this parking lot. So vendor opportunities are available on the website. So we invite you, if you have a business or something that pertains to families, activities, to sign up and bring your kids. That's what I have.
I'll entertain a motion to accept Kate's report for Main Street.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Royston, second by Mr. Blythe. Any questions of Kate? Anyone? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Good
Thank
job,
you.
Kate. Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is our public hearings. First on the agenda is a motion to approve a public assembly permit for music on the square events outside of Sully's Irish Pub on Cochran Square. Kristen, you doing that since so? Where is he? Sully, get up here. Come up here and explain.
I'm pretty loud. You need me to be on the microphone?
I've never heard anybody say you weren't loud, but that's good. Yeah, we want to get the recording. Yep.
And that's fine. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you. Seriously, thank you. So the first and third Friday of the month, we try to put music on the square. We're right in front of the pub, and we just want to make sure that we have permission. And I mean, Jimmy's not running around with the dog anymore, but I just don't want to get in trouble. I want to make sure that
So we're doing it throughout the summer, right?
May through September, first and third Friday of the month. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the recommendation of Mr. Sullivan for Sully's Irish Pub for the first and third Fridays of the month,
First and third Friday of the month. Yes, sir.
May through September,
May through September.
from 6 to 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Entertain a motion to approve that.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Rohr, seconded by Mr. Blight. Questions on the motion, council? Questions from anyone? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thanks,
Thank
all.
you very much. I
Thanks,
appreciate it.
Sully, appreciate it. Next on, thank you. Next on the agenda is 225 East Hampton Road. It's a concept plan for a 9,600 square foot retail building and a 4,880 square foot car wash in a C3 zoned area. Mr. Vasallo, either one, they're both good, whichever you'd like to do.
Good evening, Mayor and Council and everyone. Thank you. My name is Frankie Vasallo. I'm with Fusco Management on behalf of the owner Willow Grove 2 LLC. I'm here tonight to present a concept plan for a 9,600 square foot retail building and a 4,880 square foot express car wash on that highlighted lot number 2 right there at the Willow Grove Mill development.
Okay, yeah, it's a concept plan. It's a lot between Wawa and Encompass Health, which Frankie's group owns. So concept plan, if council has any questions or anything. Do you have the rendering, do we have that?
Yes.
Yeah, this is,
Sir.
yeah.
Okay.
This here is a rendering realistic of what the car wash building will look like in color, size, and character.
And then-
And there is a second for the retail building of 9,600 square feet for multi-tenant retail as well.
Will you be sharing that same write-in that Wawa has, or the write-out that Wawa has, the same?
Yes, sir.
Right there, okay.
No additional interest is on 299.
Right,
No.
okay, sorry.
Correct.
Kristen, bring that plan up. Yeah, here's the plan. Jim.
This is the site plan utilizing that right in, right out on Middletown, Odessa, as you referenced.
And nothing on the other side of the road that goes back to Encompass that would go towards the townhouses and apartments.
Correct. 2 existing curb cuts there, I believe, that feed that lot.
Yep.
Utilizing those and interconnectivity with Lot 1 Wawa there.
Any questions from anyone,
Can we go back-
council?
Can we go back to the renderings for a second? Any chance that this could be blended with the color scheme that's already there on the 2 or 3 properties that are there? The Wawa, the CVS, I think they all have a reddish brick color scheme to them. This would look a little weird.
I can discuss it with the architects and such. We got the masonry going on, try to tie that together, but I think if we can try to keep it as in keeping as possible while still maintaining the brand colors, I think that would be ideal. There's another rendering, another page. There you go. That's the retail. We're doing hardy material instead of the drive it. Seems to look better. That's got brick and stone in the bottom. The maintenance seems to be a lot easier with the hardy these days. But if we could try to tie in maybe the masonry across.
Yeah.
The blue and the white's kind of the brand's color, so hopefully we can kind of do that. We got blue and white, so it'll be patriotic at least.
That's right, yeah, absolutely. One blue, one red, yeah, that's good, yeah. Okay, council, any more questions? Questions from anyone? Yes, ma'am. Can you come to the microphone so we can get,
How many spaces for the tenant space?
The retail space?
Yes.
So it's a 9,600 square foot building. I think that's 5 1600s or so, I believe.
looks like
Anybody in
5?
my group had the information by chance? Is that right?
120.
Yeah.
So no idea of how many businesses would be
Well, it looks
going
like
in there?
5 on the rendering.
5?
Yeah.
Five
One,
across the
two,
front.
3, 4, 5 individual. So it could be demised into 5 or combined into 1.
Depends who they get for tenants. Could be as many as 5, or 1 if they want to get somebody to take the whole thing.
Is anybody at all concerned about the fact that we have Christiana building a whole new facility across the street?
And we met with
And
Christian.
I understand that, but the increase of traffic that's already gonna be there, and then,
Well, in all
Also-
sincerity, we met with Christiana Care when we did the cancer, and they encouraged anything that we can get to help them for doctor recruitment and everything based on numbers. Because all the recruitment for doctors is based on numbers at Christiana Care. So their shortage of doctors, they'd encourage anything we can get on the east side to support what they're doing at Christiana.
well, that supports Christiana, but what about the town and the people here in
Well,
general?
299 was designed where it is now to accomplish everything to be built out all the way into where we are on Main Street.
Okay. That's all I have.
Okay, thanks. Anyone else have any questions? Okay, thanks, Frank. All we need to do is now just get the planning and zoning conditional use and then back to us.
Very good, Mayor.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, next on the agenda is 225 East Hampton Road. It's a concept plan for 9,600 square foot retail building.
Next one, next.
One Summit Bridge Road, conditional use request for RV boat storage and facility in the C3 zoned area, CU 0826. All yours.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Dennis Hume with Wood and Associates. I'll be speaking on this topic, and the next one will be the same. This is the conditional use part. I'm here representing my client, McKee Group. Key Group's been building homes and doing businesses in Middletown for many, many years, and several years ago, they built a high-quality indoor climate-controlled storage in Westtown Business Park, and that facility has a limited number of RV parking. So to fulfill the increased demand for high-quality covered RV parking, they're proposing this development on Summer Bridge Road. And this site will be, all spaces will be covered with a metal canopy to protect the vehicles. The canopy is about 14 feet tall, which is approximately the size of a one-story commercial building. The site will be surrounded by security fences and controlled by automated gates. And if you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Just to note, the planning and zoning okayed it unanimously to recommend that we approve. So I'll entertain a motion to give the conditional use permit request for 0 Summit Bridge Road, conditional use CU-08-26.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Royston, seconded by Mr. Orr. Questions on the motion, council?
Dennis, a couple, I don't see on these plans, dumpster pad. If you can point that out to me, if that's on here yet. And then, I always ask about the bikes, because it calls it out on the front page, but I don't see it on the plan.
What was the second
Bike
thing? The
rack.
dumpster,
Bike-
oh, the bike rack.
bike-
Yeah, well, if that's required, it would be included on the plan, dumpster.
Where is the dumpster?
I don't see if we're showing it, but we have that area, the roundabout area, where
Yeah,
we're
we did it.
showing.
Yeah.
We've done a couple different things that we've added and eliminated with meetings with the Spring Mill Board and the residents over there that tend to use these types of facilities. We're gonna allow for a location of a restroom. We'll show the dumpster pad, and we'll put a bike, may or may not be used ever, but we'll show it there.
For the code, right?
Yep, for the code. I guess people could drive their bikes, jump in their RV and go.
So we'll have to note that in the next part of the agenda also for the preliminary plan approval.
Yep, yep,
Minor plan, land development plan.
yep, we'll have all those details.
And I guess the last one would be, if you're coming out of the facility heading north, that's a.
Left out, yep.
Had this conversation multiple times. So my concern again is traffic associated with that. and whether or not that's something that you guys have looked at or
Yeah,
talked about.
yeah, then, after this phase, our next phase will be meeting with DelDOT to go over those traffic numbers and those circulation patterns with the entrance. If they determine it's not warranted to have a left out, there won't be a left out. Definitely, there's probably gonna be a left in, just based on other projects we have on this road.
Yeah, left end seems feasible.
Because we'll be widening the road with the center turn lane, making that left in, and there's also shoulders and whatnot. But if a left out is not warranted or warranted, that'll be determined by DelDOT.
Right, it's not nothing because it's RVs and bus, and,
Yeah, I mean-
so it's not like small vehicles.
There's been some discussion with, Raybold about the property they own and the shopping center, combining their two entrances and making it one entrance with the three combined. It might be better to be able to get signalized intersection. I've talked to Jerry Heiser of Raybold about the possibility of doing that, for either this entrance or for, where the shopping center comes out, or where Heiser, he won the lawsuit against them to be able to put an entrance out on to 299. So combine all that into one thing and make one entrance out to 299.
I understand what you're saying, and that's could be a possibility that we'll work with DelDOT and those developers.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Heiser's been working with DelDOT on that part of the project. Okay. Okay, I'll entertain a motion that we approve conditional use CU-08-26.
So moved.
Moved by
Second?
Mr. White, seconded by Mr. Royston. Questions on the motion? Anybody have any questions? Yes, sir.
There's still a plan to allow for black water disposal? Yes, there's gonna be sewer through the property, and, right now, they're gonna, plan for those amenities to dump, waste from the RVs and have a future bathroom. So those hookups will be there if the demand is there. No, it'll be put into a dumping hookup. That's why I think they're gonna plan for it, but it's not gonna be an amenity that's on day one. So it'll be, it's gonna be planned for, like the underground connections will be there, but it won't be an amenity during the first phase
The
of
infrastructure
build.
will be there, but that'll be,
It also came up in planning and zoning that not a lot of people utilize it at the site that.
Right, that they usually dump their waste before they leave, and when they come back, they're already empty.
Market and-
So that's why it was eliminated from the initial plan.
So it's not on the plan at all to go forward?
Just the underground part of it, not.
No dumping, okay. Yes, sir, question?
My name is Bob Lulier. I'm the president of the Springville Community Association, and we're here to support the application from McKee. They have met with the community and have made adjustments to their proposal and to our satisfaction, have listened to our concerns and made some useful suggestions. So we want to compliment McKee on that and express our support for the installation.
Right, and we're talking about the buffer on top of the berm and all that?
Yes,
and
that's
filling
right.
it with trees and everything, right?
Yes. Just to be clear, what they just referred to, that is the dump station, it has been eliminated. That's my understanding, right?
Right, that's what I thought too, yeah.
Yeah, like we're saying, we're just putting an underground connection, because there's new sewer gonna be run through the
Gonna run
site.
through, yeah.
So you don't wanna have to dig all that up later, so they're just gonna put the underground connection, and if it ever was wanted in the future, it could be
They'd
put
have
in.
to come back and get
Yeah.
approval at a later date, so it won't be in this initial part of the project, right? Okay,
So if they do intend to issue that, they would need a separate approval later?
oh yeah, absolutely. It's not part of the plan that we're approving, this is a conditional use. When we approve preliminary and then final plan, it won't be a part of that when they do construction. If they want to do it, they'll have to come back and get permission from us to do it again. Yep. Okay. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Stay right there. Next on the agenda is a preliminary minor development plan for re-subdivision plan for RV and boat storage. C3 zoned area, the project proposes combining the parcels into one for the purposes of developing the site for covered RV boat storage. Okay, all yours.
For the record, my name is Dennis Hume with Wood & Associates. This is the plan part of the application, and just to add a few more items, as the gentleman mentioned, the McKee Group did meet with Spring Mill HOA, and they are going to do some significant additions to the plantings along the property line there. There's currently a berm with some rather large pine trees, but there are some gaps that they plan to fill in and supplement, as well as, landscaping along their side of the property line. And I think that covered everything part of the plan. If you have any more questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Okay, well, I'll entertain a motion to approve the preliminary minor land development plan and re-subdivision plan for the RV boat storage. As mentioned, in the C3 zone area, it did go to planning and zoning. Planning and zoning recommended unanimously for approval. I'll entertain a motion to approve the preliminary minor land development plan.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Orr, seconded by Mr. Royston. Question on the motion from council? Questions from anyone?
Assume there'll be a full landscape plan that comes along.
Yeah, I think we have it here if you want to take a peek
No,
at
we'll
it.
do it one at a time when we do final plan approval.
Okay.
You confused enough tonight. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I can't read these plans.
Yeah. But yeah, this is what we're looking at for filling in the spaces of the berm. This is what
Lots of trees.
it'll look like. Lots of trees and a lot of blocking of view from. Okay?
67 trees.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Next on the agenda is Lot 24, Levels Business Park. It's a minor land development plan for the construction of a 1,130-foot square foot building addition located on 1.05 acres. Lot 24. Dennis, is you still?
Yes, sir. My name is Dennis Hume with Wood & Associates. I'm the engineer for this project here. This is an existing building in Levels Business Park on Patriot Drive. And part of the building's currently occupied by a gym, workout gym. And they are requesting from the owner, landlord, additional space. So we're able to make an extension on the building out the front and still be within the setbacks. And it's, like you said, it's 1,130 feet. It's one story. It's not as tall as the main building. It's kind of like a awning roof, lower height roof. And like I said, it meets all the setbacks. Parking is good, meets all the parking requirements. And if you had any other questions, be happy to answer them.
So they're going to extend the existing building out
Yep.
to be able to get to 1,130 square feet. Okay, I'll entertain a motion that we approve Lot 24 Levels Business Park for a minor land development plan for the construction of a 1,130 square foot building addition.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Sherman, seconded by Mr. Blythe. Questions on the motion? Council? Anyone? Any questions? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Next on the agenda is 217 Middletown Warwick Road. It's a minor land development plan for a 510 square foot building, 7 Brew Coffee in a C3 zoned area. Somebody hear from them? From 7 Coffee? Okay. Yeah, bring coffee. Need it.
Good evening. My name is Doug Beachel. I'm Director of Entitlement with franchisee of 7 Brew Coffee. I bring all my plans with me just because I travel everywhere and I never know what I'm gonna get.
Good
So,
for you, okay.
just in case.
Good, that's good.
So I'm somewhere in front of some board, some night of pretty much every night of the week
That's
at
good
this
if you
point.
like to travel, that's good.
Yeah, I'm going back to Syracuse tonight, so. All right, so we are proposing a 7 Brew Coffee at 217 Middletown Warwick Road, minor development plan, in an area that's zone C3. So just briefly, I'll give an overview of what 7 Brew Coffee is. It's a drive-through only coffee stand. It's a 510 square foot pre-manufactured building these ones are built in Springfield, Missouri. And you can see by the photo there, that center part of the building comes basically on a tractor trailer. It's dropped in place. That canopy, the blue canopy along the front, gets set in place, and then that top is, it's basically a mechanical room up there, utility room. And then the rear, there's a couple of rooftop units, but it's all screened. On the right-hand side, looking at the picture, is a remote cooler storage structure. That's 338 square feet. I think I'm wrong. I think they're a little smaller down here because we don't necessarily need to accommodate a snow blower as we do in other markets. So the main building, 510 square feet. There are 2 lines of traffic that wrap around the building, lane 1 and lane 2. The employees approach your vehicle much like Chick-fil-A does with a mobile device, an iPad or a order unit. The order goes into the stand, is what we call them, and then the employees make the beverages. Beverages that we sell are basically coffee, iced beverages, energy drinks, smoothies, and shakes. The only food that we have is a prepackaged muffin top. But other than that, we don't cook anything. We don't run gas to these. It's all electric. So it's just beverage only. The customers will come through those lanes. They'll make their order some point in the line, and then by the time they get up to the front under the canopy there on the left, as you're looking at that photo, the employee will come out of the building. There's sliders, sliding doors on both sides of it. They'll come out and hand you your drink at your window. So it's kind of, it's quick, fast, no food, so you're not stuck behind somebody with a large food order, but just beverage only, and it's typically 5 to 6 employees per shift. We'll hire 50 to 60 per location just to cover our shifts. Hours are 5:30 a.m. until 10 Sunday through Thursday, and 5:30 a.m. Until 11 Friday and Saturday. So it's basically open every day during the day hours, and there's certain peak times. So you would notice, I mean, there's 21 cars in these drive-through lanes. That's really to accommodate peak flow. Typically, there's 7 to 8. But we do have what's called Swag Day on the 7th of every month, which is a giveaway. So we give away some item, like a coffee koozie or those ducks you see in Jeeps, those types of things, some sort of marketing material for the brand. So those will generate a little bit more traffic just because it's a social event. This brand, we don't really advertise. It's social media driven. It's skews towards a younger audience, honestly, but obviously anybody can go there. We're currently on American Idol on the cups that the judges have on their desk.
Saw that, yeah.
And I think we're coming up on a Bachelorette episode for a hometown visit. So I'm just giving you this information because I have no idea what any of that means, really. But that's kind of our marketing.
Okay, and it did go before Planning and Zoning. Planning and Zoning recommended unanimously that we approve it. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the request for 217 Middletown Warwick Road, a minor land development plan for a 510 square foot building for 7 Brew Coffee. Moved by Mr. Blake, seconded by Mr. Thomas. Questions on the motion?
Two quick ones. I'm assuming the parking are for employees,
Yes.
and so handicap would be just because of requirement code, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then, I assume you have numbers of these across the country.
Yeah, the brand started in 2017 in Rogers, Arkansas, and it's, there's 500 now. Our group, we're trying to open 100 this year, throughout, really east of the Mississippi. So they're springing up everywhere. There's another brand comparable to this, Dutch Brothers or Dutch Bros, kind of coming from the West Coast. So we're in East Coast, they're West Coast. So this will be, we have 8 currently in development in Delaware. This one, after this evening, is the furthest along.
Good, okay.
So any concern about where the workers walk out to serve that outer lane?
No, so there's a striping plan in there. Shows up, I think there was. So there's the striping in between lanes it's blue, it's striping, there's no curbing because we don't want any trip hazards for any employees, but it's slow speed. People are, just creeping along and.
I see the blue in the picture. Yeah.
It's the same setup as Chick-fil-A has, pretty much.
Same thing, yeah, our employees are out amongst, all weather, bless them, so.
Okay. Any other questions, council? Questions from anyone? Yes, sir.
Good question. I think the last cup of coffee I saw there was 4 1/4, maybe.
Cheaper to make it at home?
How many ounces? I don't. I would say no less than 12.
Okay, any other questions?
Well, just
That's good, I know.
coffee is one of the smallest things we sell in terms of numbers. It's mostly energy drinks and concoctions that people come up with. There is a menu, however, it's created regionally by the customers, and then they
The
share
other
it.
stuff that they make in addition to coffee at this drive-through.
Yeah, and it's 75% of it's iced,
Okay.
so, and
We'll be
really,
full of high school kids
Yeah,
in the
amen.
afternoon.
yeah.
That's who's gonna be there.
Absolutely, and we support the local teams, we support the local high school, it's all really, our employees come from those, and then we'll paint the windows, seasonally, and then they'll have themes based on whatever holiday it is, the employees will dress up, so it's, there's some low music, it's kind of it's a fun atmosphere is really the goal.
We win a lot here, so you'll be celebrating quite
Yeah,
often.
we support, yep.
Excellent, good to know.
Okay, any other questions? I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
How much parking on site?
Parking will be for the employees on site, the rest will be for drive-through.
Oh, okay.
The rest will just be driving, the parking for employees only, he mentioned, yeah. That's okay, no problem.
And just one other point, I guess, we do offer a 50% off discount for first responders. However, they don't like to get in line because they need to take off quickly
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
So some of that parking can be used, and often we're in a plaza, so they'll park elsewhere in the plaza and walk
Walk
up.
up,
Yeah, so you can just approach one of our employees, and then we'll get you your beverage.
Okay, good. Any other questions? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Good luck, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is 101 Sand Hill Drive. It's for a preliminary major land development plan for a 7,320 square foot discount tire store in a C3 zoned area.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Dan Tomczyk, one of the assistant project managers on the project working with Discount Tire. Talking here about Middletown Discount Tire. The existing site is located at 101 Sand Hill Drive, an intersection of Middletown Warwick Road and Sand Hill Drive in the Bunker Hill subdivision. The site is currently within the C3 zone, and rezoning is not proposed as part of this project. Today, there is an existing Arby's drive-through that we believe has been closed since around 2024. The existing access to the site is from Sandhill Drive, which is a town-owned and town-maintained road. The proposed improvements include demolishing the existing drive-through Arby's restaurant and developing a 7,320 square foot discount tire service center with associated parking, access aisles, utilities, and stormwater. The site access will be maintained at the existing entrance off Sandhill Drive, and there are no DelDOT roadway improvements anticipated at this time. As I mentioned, the site is within the C3 zone, and this is considered a permitted by right use with no variances anticipated at this time. Adequate parking and ADA accessibility has been provided on site per the town zoning code requirements. The site entrance has been designed to accommodate a tractor trailer entering, maneuvering, and exiting the site with no issues. A stormwater management facility is also proposed at the southeast corner of the site to manage the additional runoff generated from the site, as well as adhering to the town's stormwater management requirements. Preliminary utility connections have been shown as part of the preliminary plan, primarily along Sandhill Drive. Those utilities will be finalized as part of the final engineering design. Light pole locations and landscaping has also been shown for the town's zoning code requirements and will be finalized as part of its final engineering. This building is under 10,000 square feet, thus the fire lanes are not required. However, the site does adhere to the accessibility standards and maneuverability of a fire truck around the site. Thank you for your time. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the preliminary major land development plan for the 7,320 square foot discount tire store in a C3 zoned area. Then we can open it up for discussion.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Orr, seconded by Mr. Sherman. Questions on the motion? Council, questions?
Frank looked at this already?
Yeah, Frank looked at it. Frank's here, yes. But
There was no need for any other hydrants, Frank?
replacing existing. One question came up at planning and zoning in reading the minutes that mostly be tire services. What else is going to be there?
So Discount Tire they have the different stores, different locations. They do offer additional services. We're coordinating with Discount Tire at this time. They're making that decision internally. So I don't have that answer for you at this time, but they're still just
So
doing
would there
that.
be any hazardous materials or anything there that you're doing as a result of what you're going to be doing?
Not that we're aware of right now, no. There is as part of the construction of the building, there is going to be an oil water separator, in case there is any sort of, oil changes or anything like that, or any leaks that potentially would happen internally to the building.
But leaks not commercial or business oil changes? So it's
No.
just going to be if somebody has a leak, you have to clean it up as a result?
Yeah, correct, at this time, yep.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions, council? Anyone have any questions? Wow.
Is this the current building, or is this the,
This is the existing plan. If you go to the next sheet,
This is the new
that is
one.
proposed.
so the bottom left, is that a dumpster pad?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, it's existing.
That's there now?
No, that's the proposed location.
They're in the plan, yeah.
That's screened?
Yeah, currently, for the Discount Tire specifications, it will be screened. There will be landscape provided around that as well.
Is that where they'll store the tires that they take off cars or whatever?
So that was also brought up at planning and zoning. From our understanding, everything will be internal to the building.
Okay. Everything will be internally in the building?
Correct.
Okay. Council, any other questions? Anyone? Any questions? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. What's the time frame?
To be determined at this time. We're going to try and get through this, so maybe like 12 to 16 months.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, good luck. Appreciate it. Thank
Good
you.
time.
Okay, next on the agenda is a motion to approve a lease agreement with the Hocassin Soccer Club for the property located at 300 Fields Way. Is anyone here from the soccer club? Okay. Thank thank you for making the trip down, appreciate it. Thank you.
So Pete Pedrick, Director of Administration with Delaware FC Football Club. Our legal name is Hockessin Soccer Club. It's where we started about 40 years ago. Past couple of years, we've merged with Delaware Union and really taken over the operations for that club. Have a presence up in Hockessin, down here in Middletown, and also down in Milton, Delaware, down at Hudson Fields. Excited to be part of this community and the programming that we want to bring to town. I do know that we have over 100 families that have kids in the program within city limits, 750 families in the greater Middletown area, and 1,000 kids in our program, consisting of recreational soccer, competitive soccer, our camp programs, and we intend to launch down here a TOPS program, which is a program for kids with disabilities. So again, we're looking just to have a longer lease than the 10-year lease. We want to make some field improvements there, and some of those improvements would extend beyond that 10 years. The turf field is one of the things that we'd like to put in there. Just gives us more ability to play through the winter, wet conditions. But a turf field has a life of about 12 to 15 years if you take care of it. So to make that kind of investment, we just want to know that we can be here that long.
Right, like we talked about when we met, we'll do 10 years, and then as we go through it, if we need longer based on the agreements that the manufacturing has on the turf, then we'll just bring it back and extend it based on what it was when we talked about that
You can be
before.
satisfied with that.
So I'll entertain a motion that we approve the lease agreement with the Hockessin Soccer Club on the property located at 300 Fields Way, starting with 10 years with the possibility of extending it as needed for equipment at the field. Second by Mr. Thomas, seconded by Mr. Blythe. Questions from council? Questions from anyone? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
It's all yours. I can't wait. Get it going. Thank you. Appreciate it. Next on the agenda is a motion to approve a request to assign a sublet a portion of the property of the St. Anne's Golf Course in accordance with the St. Anne's Golf Course ground lease agreement. Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, how are you?
Good.
I'm John Manis from St. Anne's, one of the part owners. We're looking to sublet a portion of the building, the small garage building on the property to sublet to some restaurateurs that would like to take over the restaurant for us.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the request to assign and sublet a portion of the property, St. Anne's Golf Course, in accordance with the lease course ground lease agreement. I'll entertain a motion to approve the request and then open it up for questions. Moved by Mr. Blythe, seconded by Mr. Thomas. Questions on the motion? Anyone? Where are we on the lease?
It's going to be a year lease, and then month to month after that.
Where are we on the pool?
We are going to open the pool, per your request.
It's not per our request, it's per the requirement of the lease.
Yes, we will be
Pool
opening
must
the
be
pool.
open
Yes.
before Memorial Day.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And John, I'm sorry, Greg.
Go ahead.
No, I was asked, John, there was a list we provided back in, I believe, January of things that need to be repaired.
Yes.
How are we on that list?
I think we got most of it done. I will get with Jason Stanley, who's kind of been spearheading that, and make sure that everything's taken care of.
Before we can execute this lease, the
Okay.
stack through the restaurant, that is the oven stack, that
Yes.
Jason's been promising us for a month it would be done. I talked to our inspection department this afternoon, and it was not done as of 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So before we approve this, that'll be a condition of the approval.
All right.
That'll be done before we can grant approval on the motion that we put in tonight. That has to be done, and then the agreement, the pool has to be open before Memorial Day.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I don't know if you've reached out to the school district, but I know they look for lanes, for renting lanes, because I know they've tried for a bunch of different pools, the Y, Frog Hollow,
Yeah.
Swim Club as well. If you're looking to get, some
Yeah.
activity there, I would suggest reaching
For
out.
someone to run the pool, or?
Well, they will for their swim team.
Okay.
So they need lanes for practice and for meets and those kind of
Gotcha.
things. So I don't know if that's.
I think we do
capable
have
in there.
lanes there. It's only 6 feet deep, so I'm not sure if that would be okay for them, but, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm just, as an opportunity for you
Yeah,
guys
that's a
to
great idea.
generate some action there.
Sounds good.
John, I'm sorry, there was a couple other things on the agreement that we looked at. On the signature page, I think you mentioned there was 2 people, Alma and
Jose, I believe.
Jose. But on the signature page, there's only one. Is there a reason for that?
There shouldn't be a reason. I think they are partners.
So we need to get that fixed.
Okay.
They're not part of the 4 partners we have listed in the original lease agreement, though.
No, these are the ones that are going to be subletting.
Sublease, yeah, would be them, but the
Yes.
original lease needs to be signed by
Okay.
the partners and then signed over to the sublet,
Okay,
for the sublet lease.
all right.
And the second piece is concerning if there was something happened and there was a default on the golf course. We need to get something in here that would state basically that defaulting on the golf course, this agreement was now null and void.
Yeah.
As part of, so before we can do,
We're very concerned with the condition of the golf courses deteriorating for lack of maintenance.
Golf course itself or the building?
The golf course, the building's ours, we'll fix all that, what you know.
Okay.
But the golf course itself, and reports and calls we're getting, is that compared to where it was last year when we did the last couple of tournaments.
The golf
because-
course?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, and I
yeah,
know
we've,
why.
Mr. Mayor, we've been working extremely hard on the golf course the last month. It's actually in really good shape right now.
But I know that it wasn't aerated in September,
Okay,
when the agreement with the contractor at that time
Mm-hmm.
did not aerate in September as required, and that's an issue going forward, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just been, just want to make sure we're comfortable, because that's part of our spray disposal for DEMREC.
Okay.
So we have to make sure that that's in compliance with us being able to spray there, so all that stuff all at one time when we're doing the new lease, it's just, we just need to be, we need to feel warm and fuzzy that all
Gotcha.
that's going on,
sounds good.
okay?
The greens are really nice, so you can come on over and,
We're playing, I'm not playing, but we got 3 guys here playing.
you playing Friday? Okay,
No, I can't Friday, we have negotiations.
well,
Friday.
hopefully they like the course and, it's in good shape right now.
Okay, good. Okay, any other questions? Jim, anything?
no, just, was that last one?
Is it?
Are they gonna revise the agreement to put in there language that explicitly acknowledges if there's a default and termination
Kills
of
the
the
sub-
master lease, that the sublease?
Sublet, yeah, the sublease would go away, sublet lease would go away. If the master is null and void, the sublease would also go.
That makes sense.
Language, and get you to sign that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, so if you end up going with whoever it is, both of them would go away. the
Okay.
sublet.
Sounds good.
It's legal stuff, but we don't want that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other questions, council? Any questions from anyone? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Good luck. Let's
Thank
make
you.
this
Appreciate
happen. Let's get this going. Okay, next on the agenda is a motion to approve resolution 260501, adopting the Newcastle County Multi-Jurisdiction All Hazards Mitigation Plan 2025 update. Mr. Deputy.
This the resolution you have before you is required to maintain our partnership in the Newcastle County Hazard Plan, which is a requirement for any grants, any federal assistance, any help with Newcastle County when there's a disaster. So we've done this for over 20 years. This is their upgraded plan, and the requirement is to adopt the formal resolution to remain part of it.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to adopt the recommendation of the town manager for Newcastle County's multi-jurisdictional all-hazard mitigation plan with the 2025 update.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Orr, seconded by Mr. Thomas. Question on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Next is introduction of an ordinance, 260501, to amend Chapter 46 of the Code Ordinances, the manual of construction specifications and details for roads, open space, and utilities for the town of Middletown. That's an introduction of an ordinance that'll be acted on at a future meeting. Also introduce ordinance 260502 to amend section 2 and section 4H of the town of Middletown zoning code. That also is an introduction of an ordinance to be acted on at a future meeting. Unfinished business, Mr. Thomas.
No, sir.
Mr. Sherman? Mr. Orr?
No, sir.
Mr. Blight?
No, sir.
Mr. Royston?
No, sir.
Counselor?
Yes, sir.
Anyone unfinished business? New business, Mr. Thomas?
No, sir.
Mr. Sherman? No, sir. Mr. Orr?
No, sir.
Mr. Blight?
No, sir.
Mr. Royston?
No, sir.
Counselor?
No, sir.
Anyone new business? Mr. Forston?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of council, and everyone here. I just wanted to remind folks that there is going to be a school board election next Tuesday, May 12th,
Yep.
starting at 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. I encourage everyone to get out and vote. I have one particular candidate in mind that I would ask you to support, but I'm not going to campaign up here at the microphone. I just wanted folks to remember there's an election next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday at any one of the schools? Yeah, just have to.
8 of
say-
the schools,
Yep.
and they're conveniently located, but yeah, just at 8
Throughout the
of them.
district, yep. Okay, thank you, Mr. Forston. Anyone else, new business? Mr. Ward? Yes, yes, sir. Well, if you talk to Mr. Blythe, and give him the information.
Tried for the last 6 months, left my number and name, no one ever got back to me.
Where did you leave that?
Here,
At the town hall?
at the town hall, the secretary, the lady that answers the phone, she even left my name and phone number with the person I need to speak to. Got back to me. It's months. That's why I'm here tonight.
Well, look at that, Mr. Blythe,
We'll take care of it. You can
he'll
hang
take
for a
care of
couple
it. That's
minutes.
part of his department,
talk.
so, yeah. That never got to any of us that I know of, didn't get to me, so, okay. Well, it can be, if we have one in stock, it can be there this week. If not, we'll get one made and go there. I'm pretty sure we have it in stock, so.
There's someone I can leave my name.
Yeah, right here, Aaron Blythe, yeah, he's member of council, yep, yep. So before you leave, give him your information, address and where that is, and he'll take care of it, okay? Anyone else, new business? Mr. Ward.
I'd like to make a motion that we enter into executive session to discuss personal matters in which names, competency, and ability of individual employees and students are discussed.
Moved by some, Moore, seconded by,
Second.
Mr. Blythe. We enter into executive session, to discuss personnel and legal issues. Questions on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you.